Yo everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Steins Gate 0. It's finally happened. This is what, episode 41 or 42? But after a long time, he has finally awoken. It's me. We will now execute our new operation. Our future selves told me that Steins Gate awaits beyond several futures. Even if the future that awaits us is a path of thorns, it will not be useless. I know. It will take an incredible amount of time to reach the door we seek. Many different organizations may rise up to stop us. But I'll start over as many times as it takes. Pray for my success. L. Sai Konguru. After I finished my phone call, I realized that everyone was staring at me. Please don't look at me that way. I'm embarrassed too. What did I just see? This is, I know. It's like a ceremony. A ceremony. Right. Yes, this was a ceremony. A ceremony to stop my fears from getting to the best of me again. Wait, Ocarine. Don't tell me you did that around Krisu. I'm not Okabe. I'm Kiyoma. Are you messing with me? Mohotan. Don't give him too much of a hard time. He's still trying to figure things out. I love how they made it as well that Hoin Kiyoma is Okabe's way of dealing with things. Wow, so this is Hoin Kiyoma, huh? That's right, he's the mad scientist of madness. And the reincarnation of the of an ancient alchemist, yeah. Oh, fairies. In fiction and conspiracy theories, a technology that allows for any kind of material, even the human body and soul, to be changed into any other. However, the principle of equivalent exchange must be observed. Real alchemists existed in medieval Europe, where they tried to use chemical methods to create precious materials. The techniques they developed would become the foundation of modern chemistry. He's also the master of the Shinshan Sanma school. Wow! Sorry, Dad, I'm having trouble keeping up with this. Please don't stare at me like that. It's breaking my heart. So, what exactly is the plan? First, let me make something clear. Our final goal is a future where the Third World War never occurs. Wait. Our final goal is a future where the Third World War never occurs. Just like I told myself a second ago, I didn't expect to get to the world line we wanted. The Steins Gate world line immediately. Just like I had built up to the beta world line little by little, I had to go through many paths and many futures. Paths and many futures. And to do that, I first had to write this world's line's future. This world had lost Krisu, and the price for that was dire indeed. But I wouldn't let the future that awaited us be so full of suffering and pain. I wouldn't let it happen. Everything had to begin with that. Even if the future before us would end up never having happened at all. That was my responsibility, since I'd chosen this world. I told you all that I've been through several world line changes since coming to the beta world line, right? First, we need to remove the cause of these changes. What is it? Maske Chris's laptop and hard drive, and her memories that are stored on Amadeus. The time machine paper contained on the hard drive and all her memories relating to it. All of those were line changes. It was safe to assume that they'd been caused by Stratford and other fighting over them. Thus, the final goal of our operation is to destroy Chris's laptop and hard drive and delete her memory data. You can't delete Chris's memory data, you can't. Are you serious? Yeah. But these memories are all we have left of her. They're all we have to prove that she was ever here. I don't want to delete them. I knew how she felt. Till a few days ago, I would have agreed. But you're okay with them being misused? That's not... On my way to this world line, I saw her memory start wars again and again. And many people die... And many people have been caught up in that. Kagari was one of them. What happened to Kagari in the past several years? That probably hadn't changed in this world line, which meant there was another tragedy caused by the Pandora's box that was Chris's memories. And I've experienced that world of data too. I've experienced its cold. That's right, I knew. I knew how cold that world was. It was a world inside a tiny box with no past, present or future. Do you want to leave Chrisu in that cold, dark world forever? We've got proof that she existed right here. I put my finger on my head. We've got what we remember, and we've got the chance to build a peaceful world where a third world war never happens. Isn't that all the proof we needed that she was alive? Maho felt silent as the whole group turned towards her. That's really cheesy. Chrissy heard that, she'd laugh at you. I'm sure. But maybe it's a cheesy cliche? Because it's true? Maho Dark's frown became a smile. I'll do what you want me to. Thank you. Do, you've got Chris's laptop and hard drive, right? Yep. I got it from Maho-tan and hid it somewhere it wouldn't be easy to find. As soon as you're done with Amadeus, destroy them. As soon as we're done with Amadeus, destroy them. You sure? He looked back at Maho, and this time she nodded. Yeah, but let me do it. Okay. The problem now was Amadeus. Maho, do you still have access to the Amadeus server? Yeah, I should. Hashida, can I borrow your computer? Huh? Oh sure, just a second. Do motioned for her to stop with one hand, then started typing something onto the keyboard. What are you doing down now? Just some tricks to make sure our AP isn't tracked. Okay, go ahead. Officially, Internet Protocol. However, the term IP is often mistakenly used to describe an IP address. An IP address is essentially an ID number given to a computer to allow it to exchange information via the Internet or a LAN. The Internet Protocol is the methods and standards used to exchange that information. Okay, go ahead. Mao took over from Dao's at the computer. Huh? That's strange. I can't access it. What do you mean? You mean you've got the wrong password? I wouldn't make that mistake. Do you know how many times I've entered that password? Mao tried the password a few more times, but she still couldn't access the server. Looks like my access has been revoked. What's going on with this? I'll call the professor. Mao took out her phone and called Dr. Leanskin. She put her phone next to her ear for a moment, then frowned and put it down. No good, he's not picking up. She tried calling Dr. Reyes too, but that didn't work either. Geez, what's going on with this thing? I guess it won't be that easy, huh? If Maho's access rights had been taken away, that must have meant someone was about to do something. Let's try another approach. Can you hack the Victor Condor University servers? Okay, just give me a second. You're making it sound easy. Our lab security is pretty tight. Don't worry, Dao's a super hacker. You mean hacker, man. He had broken Sarah's security in just 20 hours? I had absolute faith in him. Dao and Maho were staring at the screen and discussing something. He was probably asking her for details to make his hacking more efficient. I needed to do what I could while I waited. I went back to the development room and opened a box that just arrived that day. Mayuri looked over my shoulder into the box. Wow, it's a microwave. I'm not using it to heat up your fried chicken. Your juicy chicken number 1, okay? Too bad. I was gonna make some juicy chicken number 1 for everybody if they were hungry. First, I need to reconstruct the phone wave. After that, I'll have Maho help make the time leap machine. On my way back from the future, I memorized every bit of how it worked, so it didn't take very long. Hashida, you're amazing. It was about 30 minutes later when I heard Maho's awed voice. Did you get it? For a top-quality hacker like me, this is nothing. The name Super Hacker isn't just for show, huh? Alright, see if you can find Amadeus' data. Hold on, I'm opening it up now. I swallowed and looked at the screen as I listened to the mouse click. It's gone. Amadeus, Chris's memories, all the folders that should be there are gone. So someone took it already. Wait. I unlocked my phone and called up the home screen. Amadeus' icon was still there. Hey, do you think you could access Amadeus from this app? Mara looked at my phone. I don't know. If Amadeus is gone from the server, I don't think it would work. Give it a try. What's wrong? I was just thinking about what I'll do if it connected. I need to be careful. That's right, someone might be watching you. Well, what is it, Dao? Look, there's a folder with another lock on it. Which one? Mao leaned forward and stared at the monitor. That's strange. That didn't used to be there. It's pretty heavily secured. Way more than the rest of the system. Was that where Amadeus was moved? But who would do that? Only Dr. Leanskin has that level of authority. Maybe Dr. Leanskin's out to something and we don't know it. Or maybe something happened to him. Neither possibility was appealing. Dao, I'll leave that folder alone for now. Wait. Dao, we'll leave that folder alone for now. Next, I want you to hack Stratford's servers. Huh? Stratford? Why? They're probably involved in all this. You've done it once before. Can you do it again? Wait, how do you know I did that? Are you psychic? Who do you think I am? The mad scientist of madness knows all. Give me a sec, he said, as he typed something else into the computer. Stratford servers, got it. I could tell he'd done it once before. This time he got through a lot faster than it took him to break into the university. So you want me to find data on that Amadeus system? Hold on. Mao leaned her tiny body forward again and took the mouse from Dao. Then she clicked on an icon. The screen filled with some kind of text. This is a report. She opened several more files, but since they were written in English, we couldn't read them. What's this? What are these reports about? Experiments. Stratford was experimenting on humans. Experimenting on humans? It looks like Stratford was working on human memory transplantation. They did a lot of experiments trying to transfer memories from one person to another. Memory transplant experiments. That was... They started with animals, but by the end of it, they're using live humans. They used people with no relatives as subjects. Kids, adults, people from different ethnic backgrounds. She looked down at the report again. What is it? Is there something else? It looks like they're about to start a new memory transplant experiment. It was safe to assume the experiment had something to do with the time machine. They were trying to force open the black box of Chris's memories in order to gain information about the time machine. Even if they couldn't get the password for the laptop from Amadeus, they could get access to her memories directly. If they could get access to her memories directly, it would give them everything they needed. It was just like what had been done to Kagari in the last world line, but on a more advanced level. Our priority now is finding Chris's memory data. Dao, think it's there? He took the mouse back from Maho and sighed. Nope, no luck. I'm not seeing anything. What was going on? Hadn't Stratford stolen Amadeus from Victor Conderia? That university server is the most suspicious. The one with the locked folder. Which meant that they were working without stealing the data? Did they hack it like we did, or? What's the plan? We'll believe Maho. Dao, can you get us in? I can, but it's going to be a pain. How long is it going to take? I couldn't tell you. It might be more than 12 hours. Dao says so. It must have been really heavily protected. And if they catch me hacking halfway through, it's all over. We needed to hack in to get rid of Chris's memory data. And until Dao finished, we needed to keep Stratford distracted. The problem was, how? What happened to my location data when I'm talking to Amadeus? What happens to my location data when I'm talking to Amadeus? It all gets recorded, of course. The people who got Amadeus' program could see it. I thought so. The question is, do I contact her or not? First we need to see if the app even worked anymore. If it did, I had an idea. Maho, can I ask you something crazy? A full day had passed since the operation began. Dao still hadn't managed to break the lock on that folder. Thankfully, they hadn't detected him yet, but that still didn't mean we were safe. While Dao did his work, I finished my own, and then handed the rest off to Maho. My actions might have changed the future already, but we still had our jobs to do. Suza had her arms crossed, expression stern. She had been that way for a while. At a glance, she looked calm, but could see her tapping her arms with her index finger. Uncle, is there nothing I can do? We were finally ready to stop the Third World War. It had to bother her that there was nothing she could do. It had to be stopped as soon as possible, but all she could do now was wait. She was frustrated and on edge. But that was true of everyone else. Just wait a little longer. Dao and Maho are doing their best. Once Maho completed what I asked for, there would be something we could do too. I'm gonna go get us something sweet to eat now. Sweets are great when you're tired. Oh, then I'll go too. Just as the two of them stood up, the development room's curtain opened. Maho flinched a little as everyone stared at her, but she quickly smiled. Then she thought better of it and tried to look more serious. Sheesh, you didn't have to ask me to do all this at once, did you? Sorry, so it is done? I did what you told me to, I guess. The microwave was back. The microwave in the back was connected to a different headset than the one I'd seen last year. It was the same one she'd used to take my memories. That's why she'd been able to finish this in such a short time. A time leap machine. So it was done, then. Now, even if I had to time leap from the future, I could go back to 48 hours from now. And this, too. She offered me a pair of smartphones. Wait, these gadgets would be our secret weapons in the upcoming battles. I'd had Mocha take them too. They used a simple AI to create a pseudo-response algorithm that would deceive our opponents. Wow, I can't believe you managed to make an AI in such a short time. You were the one who told me to do it. Her face looked exhausted. I had the voice software I used for Amadeus, so I was able to build it quicker. And this isn't anything as complicated as an AI. You really think you can fool her with this? It's Chrisu we're talking about here. We just have to deceive her for a short time. All we need to do is keep her eyes off Dao's hacking. Their eyes off Dao's hacking. The goal was just to keep Stratford confused. We didn't need to hold a long conversation. We just hook it up for a short time and then end the call shortly afterwards. It was time to get started, but first... to Mocha. I'd hit the send button on the message already typed to Mocha. Query. Just do it like we discussed. Once it was done, I turned towards the group. I will now explain the operation. Suzuha, Mayuri, Ferris, Lukako. I offered them the phones that they'd just been given by Maho. I'm going to have to pay off. I'm going to have you pair off. There we go. Then I want you to take these phones and move around the city. It would be best to have the pairs as far apart as possible. Once you can take the Churi line and the other... One can take the Churi line and the other can take the Yamanote line. Stay in touch and use the app on the phones called Amadeus. While Dao was doing his hacking, I'd left Akibara and tried to contact Amadeus from Tokyo Station. And it had worked. Chrisu had responded. I cut it off instantly, but I was sure of it. The app was still working, and this plan was going to use it. What do we do once it's running? Amadeus is an AI made from the memories of a girl named Masuke Chrisu. We're going to deceive her. That's right. Our goal was to deceive Chrisu. When we contacted Amadeus, the enemy would know where we were. My plan was to take advantage of that fact. When you boot up the Amadeus up, it will start another program too. What's the other program, Nya? Can you hit the icon with the S right there? This, Nya? First tapped her phone. Hello, it's me. Oh, it's Okuin's voice. Try talking to it. What's up, Nya? Nothing really. I just wanted to talk to you a little. Wow, it automatically answers, huh? What I asked Maho to make was a simple program that detected words and phrases in a conversation and replied with a set patterns. You could call it a artificial non-intelligence. It was a bot made by Ocarina and myself. We call it Soleri. Thanks to the famous movie, Soleri was known as the lesser man with the inferiority complex. But in reality, he was a very talented composer. It felt a bit rude to the real Soleri to give his name to something like this, but there wasn't time to worry about that now. Once you activated Amadeus, our bot is set to automatically respond to it. In other words, you can make them think that it's you talking. That's right. Which meant Amadeus would think I was where they were. I would have liked to have had more terminals, but since Amadeus needed the cell phones to be registered with its system, there weren't many I could do. All I had were my phone and Maho's, but for a short time period, that would be enough. Of course, Maho's phone had her own version of Soleri. And then there was the message I sent to Mocha's Rhine. The plan was for her to send information indicating that Maho and I had Chris's laptop and hard drive. Even if they were doing the memory experiments, they still wouldn't want someone else getting their hands on them. Sooner or later, they'd pick up that information and come after me with everything they had. Amadeus was in their hands. If Amadeus location data told them I was there, they would come looking. But we wouldn't be there at all. And then they'd get a call from someplace completely different and head there. The plan was to keep them occupied with that and keep their eyes off the server hacking. That's your mission. Simple enough. Hopefully none of you die. Or get captured. Everyone nodded. Let's say again. You must absolutely not make contact with Amadeus for an extended period of time. And once you hang up, you need to move. If something happens, call me immediately. You need to do these things no matter what. Got it? What should I do? Kagari raised her hand hesitantly. They know your face. You should stay here. But I want to help too. I don't want to do nothing while Mommy and everyone else are helping. Well, this was a problem. Please, Ocarine, let me help too. I understood how she felt, but I couldn't put her in danger. I'm sorry, but... Kari, Maishi's gonna work hard for you too. Do as Ocarine says, okay? Okay, if you say so. That seemed to be good enough for her. Uncle, should we hide Kagari somewhere until this is all over? Maybe, but where? If we were going to hide her, it would have to be at Lukaku's house or Ferris's place. Why not at my hideout? Hideout? You've got a hideout? I've got a lot of them, thanks to my job. If you want one, it's yours. Alright, then. It's settled. Are you okay with that, Kagari? Yeah? Alright. The issue was I couldn't leave Kagari alone. Is there something I could do? No. It seems wrong, because we know she... Well, no, air quotes. That she is somehow involved with Stratford. Huh? I turned around and saw that at some point, Yuki had entered the room. Shida, give me the keys to the lab. She showed us the key in a... Oh. Hashida gave me the keys to the lab. She showed us the key in her hand apologetically. And last night, I called him and he seemed like he was really busy with something, so I bought him snacks. She put the key away and then showed us a bag with the logo of a local cake shop on it. I don't know what's going on, but I was hoping these would be something I could do. But we can't get you involved. No, she just has to stay with Kagari. It should be fine. Before I thought that it was maybe Yuki who attacked the lab. But looking back, that was wrong. She was the woman in the motorcycle suit. There was no need to do something so elaborate. She just could have used the fact that she was in the same circle as Kagari to invite her somewhere and kidnap her. There was no need to take the risk of attacking the lab. Really? Thanks. Alright, Yuki, you stay with Kagari. I want you staying at Dao's hideout until this all blows over. He can tell you where to go. Once things calm down, I'll tell you what's going on. Alright? Yuki nodded. Now everything was ready. I looked around at everyone in the lab. Okay, guys. Now just follow the plan and... Wait, Ocarine. You don't want to say goodbye to Krisu? Goodbye? Amadeus was an artificial intelligence. She was an artificial being, not Krisu herself. Say goodbye, okay? So you won't regret it. Mario handed back the phone I'd just given her. You're right. Can you give me just a minute? Okay. I left Mayu and Lukaku behind and went to the Akibawa bridge. If I made contact with Amadeus, she'd know where I was. That's why I chose this place. This was the first place I'd let Krisu see how weak I was, back when everything seemed at its darkest. An advertising van passed by, blaring jauntily opera music at a loud volume that clashed horribly with its flashy paint job. I waited for it to get out of earshot before I tapped the Amadeus icon. She showed herself immediately. It's been a long time. That's right. I thought you'd forgotten me. I hadn't forgotten. I could never forget. I've been busy. How many goodbyes have I said now? I said goodbye to her again and again, but I never gotten used to it. So, what is it today? There was something I wanted to ask you. What, you want me to know if I can make a time machine again? That was a joke. Keep going. Just hypothetically, if you could give up your life to save a friend, would you do it? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at. Answer me, please. She must have been able to tell from my words and expression that I was serious, because she took a serious expression as well. That friend is someone important to you, isn't it? Yeah. There's still many things I want to do. Many things I have to do, but even so, if I could make that friend and the people around me happy, maybe I would. Krisu, sorry. I never had that happen to me. So all I can do is imagine, which means I can't give you a real answer, but if there was still one person who would remember me, if there was still one person who wouldn't forget. Anyway, forget about me, forget about what happened today, and forget that everything that came before. That's what I want. I can't forget. Huh? Never. I will never forget. This was a vow. A vow to get me through the long time to come. Okabe? Sorry for asking something so silly. No, I don't mind. Did something happen? No, it's nothing. Nothing. Anyway, bye. Wait. Huh? Oh no. I just felt like I was never going to see you again. Krisu. That's not true. Of course, right? I don't know where I got that idea. Well, we'll see each other again. I promise. Yeah. That's right. This wasn't goodbye forever. I'll see her again. So I won't say goodbye. Not until I see you again. See you again. Yeah, see you again. Krisu, I've got no idea how long it will take, but I'm going to reach you. I promise. I went back to Mayuri and Lukaku and gave them the phone. Did you say your goodbyes? Yeah? I'm counting on you guys. Yep. I watched them disappear into the crowded station and went back to the lab. That van was still playing its loud music as it drove down the street. 5 hours had passed since the operation had begun. The only sound in the room was of Dao's fingers on the keys. How's it going, Dao? It doesn't look like they found us. Is it going to take a lot more time? At least 3 hours? I guess it wasn't going to be easy after all. Dao must have been exhausted, but he was still working. Mayu and the others were sending me regular messages. Mayu had paired off with Lukaku and Ferris with Suzuha. Since they know each other so well, they were doing a great job of working together and running around Tokyo. Suzuha had told me many times that she'd seen shady-looking people several times, and Mocha had sent me a message saying that they'd taken the bait. For now, the operation was succeeding without anyone getting hurt. But I didn't expect it to last forever. I wanted to get Chris's memory data deleted as fast as possible, but in the end, my only choice was to rely on Daru. Sorry about this, Daru. He promised not to say that, buddy. I remember how he looked 25 years in the future. Even in the far distant future, he was still my friend. See, that is why Daru is amazing. Ocarine, can I have a second? Until a little bit ago, Maho had been resting to recover from her exhaustion, but at some point she must have gotten up. What is it? Look at this. She handed me a stack of papers. It was a print-off of Stratford's reports. She must have been looking at it after she'd woken up. What's this? A list of Stratford's experimental test subjects. There is a row of names, sexes and ages from other information. Look here. She pointed her small finger at one of the names. It said, Kagari Shina. She was one of Stratford's guinea pigs. Of course, I knew it was a possibility. That's why they were looking for her. She had Chris's memories too. But still, it was one thing to suspect it and another to see proof. But they never made it to the last phase of the experiments. Looks like experiments it looked like. It says she ran away before they got the chance. That made me feel a lot better. If Kagari still had Chris's memories, it would have seen a repeat of what happened in the last row line. This must be another effect of the row line change. But there was still no doubt that she'd been in Stratford's hands for years. And she'd been a subject of many experiments during that time. I'm a little worried. Maho must have been thinking the same thing I was. Kagari was alone with Yuki at Daru's hideout right now. Huh? Who's calling me now? I'm busy. They're ringing... What is that ringtone? I want it. Okay, I keep wanting to talk, but I'm distracted by the song. The ringing that suddenly interrupted our conversation was coming from Daru's phone. It's Amanashi. I wonder what's up. I had a bad feeling. Yes, hello? Amanashi? What is it? Did something happen? Huh? Kagari-tan was what? What happened to Kagari? She said she's gone. What? I grabbed the phone out of her hands and put it to my ear. It's me, Okabe. Is Kagari really gone? Okabe, I'm sorry. I was right next to her. What happened? Did she get kidnapped? No, Kagari left on her own. I tried my best to stop her, but she was so strong. On her own? What was going on? Was Yuki really... No, that was impossible. If Yuki was working for Stratford, she wouldn't be calling me. But then... Why did Kagari run off on her own? Can you put it on speaker? I want to hear this too. That was a nice looking phone. I had the button to switch the cord to speakerphone. Yuki, tell me what happened before Kagari ran off. Was there anything strange? No, we were just talking. Did you hear anything strange? No, wait. Come to think of it, I did hear some weird music from outside. It was like some kind of jingle from an advertising van. I remembered it because it was really loud. An advertising van? Was it the one I'd seen this afternoon? That's it. I just read about it in a file. It was one of the experiments Stratford did. The experiment involved brainwashing. Brainwashing? Brainwashing? Brainwashing. The use of violent methods to forcibly change someone's thought or ideology. Violence in this case can refer to physical methods, imprisonment, threats, physical pain, drug injections, etc., or psychological. I can't English. Ones, implanting a feeling of guilt, using verbal abuse. It offers a more powerful method of changing a person's mentality than mind control. I think she might have been brainwashed to behave in a certain manner if she heard a programmed source of music. That's the only way to explain why she went off on her own right now. That song the van was playing, it was K25. The magic flute sent to lead Kagari astray. The file also said that they'd been an ideal candidate for the experiment, and they were still looking for her. Damn it. They probably had vans like that all over Japan, not just Akibara. And she'd fallen right into their trap. What do you do, Ocarine? It was obvious that Stratford had gone after Kagari, which meant that all we could do was... And then there was another call. This time it was on my phone. I'd had Ferris prepare several cell phones for my use in this operation. One to use to call everyone and one to give to Kagari. And the call was coming from the phone I'd given to Kagari. Probably wasn't from her though. Who could it be? Okabe Rintaro, correct? The digitally altered voice made the caller seem even more eerie. Yeah? You're right. Who are you? We have Shina Kagari? I don't need to tell you what we want, do I? Chris's laptop and hard drive. Give me time to think. Think? Think about what? The exchange will take place tomorrow. We'll tell you where and how later. They hung up. They want to swap her for Chris's computer and hard drive. So, what's the plan? Time leap? You know what? I think this is a good place to end this episode. Oh. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode, where more confusion happens, I guess. Bye!